Rejection, the very word evokes strong emotions, doesn't it? That heavy feeling in your chest, the sting of being told you're not enough, and the urge to doubt everything about yourself. But listen closely, warrior. Rejection isn't the end. It's the beginning. It's like a door slamming shut, only to push you toward a new path you were meant to walk. As Marcus Aurelius once said, the obstacle in the path becomes the path. Rejection clears the way for growth, strength, and transformation. In this journey, I'll guide you through 6 powerful lessons based on Stoic wisdom, psychology, and human nature to help you turn rejection into your greatest opportunity. These lessons will show you not only how to deal with rejection with grace, but also how to rise above it, becoming stronger, wiser, and more unshakable than ever. Before we begin, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, because every man seeking mastery over his emotions and a life above the noise needs a guiding hand. Let's dive in. Ignore the naysayers. Rejection is often a reflection of the one who rejects you, not of you. When you focus on someone who dismisses or disrespects you, you allow them to control your thoughts and emotions. Imagine this. A man in ancient Athens insults Socrates in the marketplace. What does Socrates do? He walks past him without a word. When asked why, Socrates simply says, "It is not my task to concern myself with the ignorance of others." So warrior, why chase after validation from someone who doesn't value you? It's human nature to want acceptance. But a Stoic man knows that his worth isn't determined by others' opinions. By ignoring rejection, you take away the power of those who dismiss you and shift the dynamic in your favor. High-value women, in particular, respect men who respect themselves. Indifference creates mystery, and mystery creates strength. It's not arrogance, it's self-respect. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Why waste them on someone who doesn't see your worth? Focus on your purpose and your growth, and let their opinions fade away. Maintain emotional neutrality. Rejection stirs up deep emotions, anger, sadness, frustration. But when you let these emotions dominate, they become your greatest enemies. Picture a man responding to rejection with rage or tears. Does he seem powerful or in control? No, he seems weak and governed by his impulses. Epictetus warned, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." A Stoic man chooses emotional neutrality. In calmness, true strength emerges. While humans are wired to react emotionally to rejection, the Stoic man doesn't let it control him. He stays grounded, unaffected by fleeting emotions. By responding with neutrality, you project confidence and resilience. Women, especially high-value ones, are drawn to men who aren't easily shaken. It's not about being emotionless, it's about being in control. Neutrality is your armor, protecting you from the arrows of rejection. Your response defines you, not the event itself. Show them they're wrong. Rejection often sends an unspoken message. You're not good enough. But is that really true? Or is it simply the other person's inability to recognize your worth? The Stoic man doesn't wallow in self-pity or waste energy arguing. He shows his value through action. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." When someone rejects you, they expect you to crumble, to beg for their approval. But a Stoic man is no beggar. He uses rejection as fuel for growth, rising above it to become stronger, more confident, and more accomplished. His actions will speak louder than their dismissals, forcing them to question their judgment. Consider Epictetus, who rose from slavery to become a respected philosopher despite enduring rejection after rejection. He didn't argue with those who belittled him, he elevated himself through wisdom and resilience. His life proves that rejection only holds power over you if you let it, and respond with silence. When faced with rejection, your first instinct might be to argue, plead, or demand answers. But silence is often the most powerful response. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, taught, Better to trip with the feet than with the tongue. In other words, restraint in speech can prevent greater harm. Silence creates an uncomfortable void, forcing the other person to fill it with their own doubts and reflections. People are unsettled by unpredictability, and women especially are drawn to mystery and strength. Marcus Aurelius, surrounded by betrayal, chose silence over reaction. His silence protected his dignity and power. By remaining silent, you show that their words don't define you. Silence isn't weakness, it's an act of self-respect. When you refuse to engage, you communicate that you are above petty arguments and validation-seeking behavior. High-value women recognize this as emotional strength. Your silence will make them question themselves, while you remain unshaken. Learn from rejection. Rejection is not a wall, it's a mirror. It shows you something about yourself, if you're brave enough to look. Rejection often feels like a final judgment on our worth, but a Stoic man sees it differently. Every rejection carries a lesson, an opportunity for growth. As Seneca said, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor strengthens the body. Rejection forces us to confront our weaknesses and blind spots. Did you approach the situation with arrogance? Did you fail to consider the other person's perspective? These are the questions only a Stoic man dares to ask himself. Rejection is a test, a challenge that, if faced with introspection, will sharpen your character. Marcus Aurelius faced constant betrayal, yet he examined his own thoughts and actions to find areas for improvement. Rejection is no different. It's a tool for self-improvement, helping you grow into a wiser and more resilient individual. Be polite, but keep your distance. Rejection doesn't give anyone the right to disrespect you. A Stoic man, however, responds to disrespect with dignity and restraint. Politeness in the face of rejection is not weakness, it's strength. It shows that you are in control of your emotions and that their rejection doesn't define you. But remember, politeness doesn't mean proximity. Once rejected, maintain your distance. Scarcity creates value. By stepping away with grace, you force them to confront the void left by your absence. High-value women notice men who know when to walk away. By combining politeness with distance, you send a message. You are a man of value, and you respect yourself too much to linger where you're not wanted. Rejection is not a loss, it's an invitation to rise above mediocrity and claim your rightful place as a man of strength and wisdom. With silence, self-reflection, and unwavering dignity, you can turn every rejection into an opportunity for growth. Remember Seneca's words, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." Rejection is your proving ground, warrior. Let their doubts become your motivation and their dismissals your opportunity to shine. Take action, learn from rejection, and transform it into your greatest strength.